This is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Now let's talk. You've tried budgeting before. Maybe you downloaded an app. Maybe you made a spreadsheet. Maybe you promised yourself that this month would be different, and then life happened. An unexpected bill, a rough week, a dinner out that turned into more than you planned, and the budget fell apart again. Here's what I want to tell you. That's not a discipline problem. That's a system problem. Most people fail at budgeting not because they're irresponsible, but because they're using a system that was never designed for how real life actually works. Today we fix that. Welcome back to Blake Spend, the channel where we break down personal finance in plain English, so money stops feeling like something that controls you and starts feeling like something you control. If you watched episode 1, you already know where your money is leaking. Today we go one step further. We build the system that keeps it from leaking again. If this is your first time here, subscribe right now. Every week I drop one practical money topic that helps you go from reactive to intentional with your finances. No jargon, no judgment, just real steps for real life. I know a lot of people watching this feel like budgeting is either too complicated, too restrictive, or just too boring to stick with. Maybe you've heard things like, track every single penny, or never eat out again, or you need to cut everything fun from your life to save money. That advice is exhausting, and it doesn't work for most people. A good budget is not a punishment. It's a plan. And today I'm going to show you 3 different systems, explain exactly how each one works, and help you figure out which one actually fits your life. Let's get into it. Before we get into the 3 methods, I want to talk about why most budgets fail. Because if you understand the problem, the solution becomes a lot more obvious. The most common reason people abandon their budget is that it feels impossible to stick to from the very first week. They set up categories that look great on paper: groceries, gas, dining out, entertainment, and then real life shows up with a car repair, a birthday gift, a sale that was too good to pass up. Suddenly, every category is blown, and the whole thing feels pointless. The second reason budgets fail is that they're built around perfection instead of reality. People create a budget based on what they wish they spent, not what they actually spend. And when the gap between wishful thinking and reality hits, it's easy to feel like a failure and give up entirely. The third reason is that many people try to track too much, too soon. They read about budgeting systems with 15 categories, color-coded spreadsheets, daily check-ins, and weekly reviews. That level of detail might work for some people, but for most, it just becomes another thing to feel guilty about not doing. The good news? You don't need a perfect budget. You need a realistic one that has enough structure to create direction, but enough flexibility to survive contact with real life. The envelope method is the most visual and hands-on of the 3. The original version uses physical cash. You divide your money into labeled envelopes for each spending category: groceries, gas, dining out, entertainment. When the envelope is empty, you're done spending in that category for the month. No exceptions. The reason this works so well for some people is that cash feels real in a way that a debit card swipe never does. There's something psychological that happens when you physically hand over money. Your brain registers the loss. With a card, it's just a number changing on a screen. Now, most people today don't carry cash. So the modern version of this method uses separate bank accounts or app categories that work the same way. You allocate a set amount to each category at the beginning of the month, and you stop when that amount is used. Apps like Good Budget and YNAB make this easy to do digitally. The envelope method works best if you're someone who tends to overspend in specific areas, like food, shopping, or entertainment. And you need a hard stop that feels real. It creates accountability without requiring you to track every transaction after the fact. The downside? It can feel rigid. If you run out of grocery money but your dining envelope still has cash, some people feel stuck. You have to be willing to be disciplined about the boundaries you set. Zero-based budgeting is the most detailed of the three methods, and for the right person, it's incredibly powerful. The concept is simple. Every dollar you earn gets assigned a specific job before the month begins. By the time you're done planning, your income minus your expenses equals zero. Not because you spent everything, but because every dollar has a purpose, including savings and investments. Let's say you bring home $4,000 this month. You assign $1,200 to rent, $400 to groceries, $200 to gas, $100 to subscriptions, $300 to dining out, $500 to savings, $200 to investments, and so on until every single dollar is accounted for. Nothing floats. Nothing gets left unplanned. The reason people love this method is that it creates complete clarity. You know exactly where every dollar is supposed to go before you spend a single one. There are no surprises at the end of the month because you already planned for them. YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget, is probably the best app for this method. It walks you through the process step by step and makes it feel a lot less overwhelming than building a spreadsheet from scratch. I'll leave the link in the first comment. The challenge with zero-based budgeting is that it requires upfront effort. You need to sit down, map everything out, and then check in regularly to make sure you're on track. It's the most work of the three methods, but also the one that tends to create the most dramatic results for people who stick with it. The 50-30-20 rule is the simplest and most flexible of the three. And for a lot of people, especially those who are just starting to take budgeting seriously, it's the perfect entry point. Here's how it works. You take your after-tax income and divide it into three categories. 50% goes to needs, things like rent, utilities, groceries, transportation, insurance. These are the expenses you can't really avoid. 30% goes to wants, dining out, entertainment, travel, subscriptions, shopping, the things that make life enjoyable but aren't strictly necessary. And 20% goes to savings and debt repayment, building your emergency fund, contributing to a Roth IRA, paying down credit cards, or investing. The beauty of this method is that it doesn't require you to track every single purchase. As long as you stay within those three broad percentages, you're doing it right. It gives you freedom within a framework. For example, if you bring home $4,000 a month, you'd aim to spend no more than $2,000 on needs, $1,200 on wants, and put $800 towards savings and debt. Those are simple, memorable numbers that are easy to check against your bank statement at the end of each week. The limitation of the 50-30-20 rule is that it's less precise than the other two methods. It won't tell you that you overspent on dining out specifically, just that your wants bucket is over. For some people, that's enough. For others, they need more detail to actually change their habits. Now that you know how each method works, the real question is, which one is right for you? And the honest answer is that it depends on your personality, not your income. If you're someone who tends to overspend in specific categories and needs a hard stop, start with the envelope method. The visual boundaries will keep you accountable without overwhelming you with numbers. If you're someone who likes to be in complete control, who wants to know exactly where every dollar goes, and is willing to put in the work every week, zero-based budgeting will likely give you the biggest results. YNAB is your best friend here. If you're someone who wants a simple framework that doesn't require a lot of maintenance, the 50-30-20 rule is your starting point. It won't give you perfect precision, but it will give you direction, and direction is what most people actually need. And here's something important. You can combine elements of all three. A lot of people use the 50-30-20 framework as their big picture, then apply envelope-style limits within the wants category. There are no rules that say you have to pick just one system and follow it exactly. What matters is that you start. An imperfect budget that you actually follow will always beat a perfect budget that stays in a spreadsheet you never open. Your homework this week is simple. Pick one of these 3 methods and apply it to just 1 week of spending, not the whole month. Just 1 week. See how it feels. See where it breaks down. Then adjust. Leave a comment below and tell me which method you're going to try. Envelope, zero-based, or 50-30-20. I'm genuinely curious, and I read every single comment. In episode 3, we're going to talk about credit scores, what they actually are, why they matter more than most people realize, and the specific steps you can take to raise yours by 50 to 100 points in 90 days. That one is important. Don't miss it. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Share this with a friend who needs it. And I'll see you in episode 3. Quick reminder, I'm Blake, and everything on this channel is for educational purposes only. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. Always consult a qualified professional before making any financial decisions. Some links in the comments may be affiliate links. I may earn a commission at no extra cost to you. See you next week.